Hello, comrade, or Здравствуйте, as they say in Russian, or at least I hope that's what they say. This is Terrascian Union Let's Play series, this is part 8, and we are currently playing Stellaris today. Welcome back. Last episode, not too much has happened. We have successfully colonized Sirius Prime, a brand new, I guess, possession of the Terrascian Union here in the southeast corner of our great and glorious crimson-red communist galactic dictatorship. So welcome back, guys. In this episode, we were going to be rebuilding the First Fleet, led by, of course, Heather, who was, well, did she die? I don't know, she was just wounded. Yeah, anyways, we fought some Christian entities in the Jaffon system, and got our galactic asses kicked, collectively, of course, because this is a collective empire. Right, so anyways, we are going to go back to Sirius Prime, Solus, sorry, the Solar System, Terrascia, the headquarters of our empire, and repair our ships, because that's what we do when we need to lick our wounds, right? That's exactly what we need to do. We are currently waiting for our minerals to pop back up before we begin embarking on a rearmament policy that will, with any luck, allow us to build up a navy to rival our neighbors. At least that's kind of the plan. We're not exactly sure if that's going to work, but it remains to be seen, right? So anyways, back in Solus, we're going to be making some more ships. The Doolittle class corvettes, of course. Research complete, very, very good. Let's see what we've researched, right? So let's go ahead and research, armors. That could be good, it's a ship upgrade. Corvette assembly yards. Ooh, spaceport upgrade, That can also be quite useful. Why don't we go and upgrade our composite armors to increase our ship combat effectiveness, and then we'll do the rest of it later. So let's go and research that anomaly. That's fine. 7% chance of failure. Let's hope that it succeeds, right? Something that I found interesting in the period between recording the last episode and this episode, I was looking around the map a little bit, and I found a Gaia world down here in Kornagi. Now this Gaia world is 16 tiles, so nothing very large. But with that being said, it's in a pretty good area in the south reaches of, south of our capital. And I think that because it has a very large density of surrounding solar systems, it'd be a prime spot for us to plop down, at least a sector world where we can then, harvest these resources, because we are very, very short on minerals at the moment. And you don't want to be short on minerals. That's pretty crappy. So let's go ahead and meet everybody back in Terrascia, in orbit, of course. Therefore, we can, kind of rearm our men and get our corvettes up and running once again. So let's go ahead and fast forward once again, as fast as we can go, of course. Everybody's getting ready, which is fantastic. So we've got a new situation log. Let's see what that's all about. Let's press F5. So let's go to over here. Ooh, did not mean to do that. Let's go and research it. Why not? We're in the system. Let's go and research that. That's fine. So over here, we're going to merge our fleets together, of course, just like so, while we repair our fleet. Construction complete. And yeah, merge. We're going to want, I don't know, let's say one more corvette. And then we'll be okay for a while, because then I need to really upgrade our economy. Making only 33 minerals a turn is really, really poor. We need a much larger economy to support a much larger fleet. At least that's the idea. So here we go. Combined military strength of 320. Maybe we can pick a fight with, I don't know, space amoebas? They don't sound very dangerous. Or maybe even alien vessels. Let's go over here to Kongarath and see if we can't pick a fight with something. Maybe something less scary. Let's just go down here to Pesh. Right? In the meantime, we will be building up our economy on Terrascia. As I haven't looked in Terrascia in a while, it looks like we've almost set up shop in all of our tiles here. Well, just about. Not quite. We want to clear up a tile. Let's clear up physics research tile, because again, we are really lacking in physics research. If it sounds like I'm quiet, I apologize. I've been recording in a house with lots of people who are sleeping, and I'm not able to record during the daytime, so I record during the night, which means that I have to whisper. This is not an ASMR video, this is not a video that's intended for relaxation, but if you fall asleep, I don't blame you. So anyways, our construction ship in series has finished. Fantastic news. Let's go and move on elsewhere that we can potentially upgrade or develop, right? So looking around the map, doesn't look like we have that much in the way of undeveloped resources, right? What is bizarre is that it very much looks like this Taurum solar system belongs in the Garthan Empire, but it's actually our empire. Sometimes I think the graphical type of interface is a bit weird, but that's okay. So far so good, right? What we should do though is we should go ahead and get a colony ship up soon, because we do need to, you know, colonize Alpha Centauri and Konargi with the Gaia world that I mentioned previously. That will be my goal for this episode, in addition to, of course, arming up our, you know, military, our navy, and moving on there. So our construction ship has nothing to do for the moment, but that's okay. It doesn't have to always have something to do. Or rather, we could make it research, or build research stations, which is going to cost us more resources, but you know what? Whatever. Better than waiting and doing nothing. Good. So we got something out of that, which is good. So why don't we go ahead and use the science ship to research something useful. For example, the system over here with the Gaia worlds. Because Gaia worlds, you know, doesn't matter what species you are, everything works. And also, at the same time, develop some more of our planets. So this planet's fine, we don't have 5 pops yet, so we can't make a planetary administration building. But this planet, we have 4 food now, because we do have, again, in our spaceport, we've got an orbital hydroponics farm set up, which is fantastic. So why don't we go ahead and think about making, I don't know, maybe a basic mine. We do need minerals, after all, and it costs almost nothing, so let's just go ahead and do that. Sirius Prime, that's fine. So again, all of these other places, they're okay. For the time being, it's fine. No worries. We're also going to set up a power plant, or a power hub, in fact, which will give us more energy credits. So why don't we go ahead and do that? It'll cost us 52 more, so we'll have to wait. That's okay. Might as well. While we set out our first fleet with Heather Channing to see what we can do over here in Pesh. Okay, so they've got a military power of 452. We can't really do anything with that yet, but soon we will be. Let's go back over to Ibtraman. We're just trying to pick a fight with somebody that we can take on, right? Maybe it'll be hard for us to find somebody that's worth our size, but we'll find somebody eventually. So power hub over here, take some influence, but it'll increase our power grid on the planet, which is good news. So again, we need to increase our economy as fast as possible, and we'll get there eventually. Okay, so these guys are also pretty strong. So it looks like pretty much all of these space critters are pretty durable. It's gonna be a problem. Let's go over to Gedexis. Again, I'm just looking for some sort of enemy that I can take on reliably. St. Yagorov. Yeah, no, I know. There's nobody there yet, so yeah, again, the game is telling me that no bueno. But because we already have food, let's go and assign her over here and enslave her, of course. Yeah, so this will increase our yields. Very, very cool. It's funny, because we do have a decadent population. The more we enslave, the more everybody's happy, the more productive they are, which is a very good thing. So Siberian labor camps have been established. Always fantastic choice. And our construction ships need a job. But I don't have anything for them to do yet. So let's just have them orbit over here in Terrascia. Because if you ever had a ship or a navy that has nothing to do, you should always keep it in orbit, as this decreases the upkeep cost of the respective ships. So always a good idea. And speaking of upkeep, we really need to get our economy up and running, right? That's the thing. So over here, let's see what we should research the next. Resettlement cost, da-da-da-da-da, monthly influence, da-da-da-da-da. You know, I think this is probably our best bet. We do want the Empire Capital Complex. It's very, very good for Terrascia, and thus good for our Empire in general. So we'll get there eventually. So Sargas is not yet a part of our neighbor, I should say, which is good. Terrascia has finished its queue, which is also very good. Why don't we go ahead and set up some more mining facilities? Where? I don't know. Thank you for asking me. I'm not sure exactly. I haven't really considered that yet. But I do know that Magnograd is going to be able to be up and running pretty soon, although we don't have enough food, which is a problem. So Magnograd needs food. How can we fix this precarious situation that we find ourselves in? Well, for starters, why don't we go and make a basic farm, basic hydroponics farm over here. We don't really care about, this engineering research. We're quite ahead in that, so it doesn't really matter. And then once that's up, we can kind of move this guy over here, this Terrascian, down over there to, again, increase our population. So that's okay, whatever. Right, so far so good. We do want a colony ship, though. But we also need a bigger navy. What's more important right now? No, that's a good question. I don't really know what's more important. Why don't we go ahead and make 2 more corvettes? That never hurts, right? Increases our military strength. We can go fight some more bad guys. Everybody wins. So over here, oh, fantastic. We finally found somebody that we can safely take on. So we have more than double the combined military strength of our foe over here. So that's very good. We're going to go ahead and engage. So let's go ahead and not pause. Take it to normal speed. And let's see how we do. So far so good. Shields are still up. Fantastic. We haven't lost a single corvette yet. But before we engage the mineral extraction operation, we're going to want to go back. Again, I don't want to get in the habit of going back and forth, but the thing is that if we stay here, one of our corvettes might get popped on our next attack, right? So let's go back. I don't know, you know what? They probably won't. Let's keep them in the solar system. We'll wait for our shields to get back, of course, before we do anything. But we're in Magnograd. We can go ahead and safely move this Terrascian over here to produce some food. Of course, we're going to lose out on some society research, but that's okay. Because now we're making some positive food surplus, which means that our population is growing, albeit very slowly. But slower is better than nothing, right? Going over here is Sirius Prime. Let's double check on the situation on the ground. So far, so good. We'll make a, basic hydroponics farm as well. And we'll assign one of our units over there as soon as they're ready. So it looks like our shields are up and running. Let's go ahead and finish the fight over here before we regroup with our corvettes. That's as good as anything, right? So our system survey of Kornagi is completed. And there's no minerals here. But, again, that's pretty much what we expected, right? We didn't really expect to see any there. So let's go again survey some adjacent systems. That's fine for the moment. And then we'll clear out, oh, sorry, that's my ring. Didn't mean to make a large noise, but I did. Apologies. I hope we don't lose a corvette. That would be pretty bad, but I don't think we will. All good. So let's go ahead and get our men back into the solar system, where they'll meet up with our other men. And in fact, why don't we go and make 2 more corvettes, right? Because I really do want to clear out our neighboring systems here. That's my goal here. Rivalry. Okay, so somebody's rivaled me. Oh no, they have rivaled each other. Okay, well, we don't really care, right? And I think we've actually already set these guys as rivals. Oh, we haven't. Well, let's do that. So give us influence per month. Yeah, why not? I mean, that's free influence, right? So we've got 2 rivalries set up. So far, so good. And we're going to set up one more corvettes over here. So far, so good. Let's end this trade. Okay, so they just basically rivaled us. We rivaled them, and blah, 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 blah. We don't care. Okay. So back to the drawing board. And we finished in a great, so we can go ahead and upgrade our corvettes, which is fantastic. Let's also go ahead and take decore mining, because this will allow us to upgrade our mining networks, which will allow us, therefore, to increase our mineral, mineral profits. Mineral surplus profits, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. All good. So these guys are going to go back to the Sol system, where we will upgrade our men. And we are saving our minerals now for a variety of things. I think we might make a colony ship, in fact, as our first development here. Of course, we do need to work on, kind of science and stuff, but we'll work on that later. So far, so good. So we're repairing our units on Terrascia, which is what we need to be doing right now. Of course, this is consuming resources, albeit at a very slow rate. And now that that's all handled, let's go ahead and merge our units together, again pressing the G button. And, oh, well, I might have merged the construction ship in there. I didn't mean to. Speaking of our construction ship, is there anywhere that we can develop? Is this... Okay, so we haven't surveyed everything in the system, which we need to. We might actually opt to make another science ship. Let's go ahead and do that. Science ship costs 98 minerals, that's fine. We don't mind. And these guys, we're going to upgrade it. It's going to cost 80 minerals. So everything is using minerals, which is kind of annoying. Insults from the space ferrets. Whatever those things are. We don't really care. So 427, military strength. We're waiting to upgrade, which will happen as soon as our science ship is up and running, which is, let's go and assign a scientist. And we need to recruit one. We will recruit, let's see, research speed. Let's recruit the youngest one, because again, we don't want them to die. That's, yeah. Or, not only research speed, whatever, doesn't really matter. So I'm going to choose you, Dieter Weber. And Dieter Weber is going to research, again, some systems that we should have researched a long time ago, right? So look over there. Everything's going to plan. We've upgraded our ships. And let's go ahead and clear out some more men, or some more entities, right? We'll go ahead and start with, let's see, the Jaffin system, that's like right in the middle of our backyard. So is the Sarga system, but I do think the Sarga system will either fall between me or the East hierarchy. And really at this point, it doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and send our men, Actually, let's go and send our men to Pesh system. I believe we could probably take on the amoebas there at the moment. Maybe not. No. Doesn't really matter. No, it doesn't. Well, we'll go to Ifribin, right? Let's just see if we can do it. So in the interim, what should we do? Terrascia is okay. We don't need anything to do there. Make sure we don't have 5 pops on any of these planets. Okay, so I have to keep my eye on Magnograd, because we're going to upgrade this very, very soon. In terms of everything else is fine. No complaints. Alright. So, let's go ahead and continue. Okay, so we found lots of minerals on the Hithara system. So we really, really need to either get a frontier outpost over here, or get a colony ship up and running on Korgari. And I'm going to opt for the latter. Get that set up. This science ship can probably go ahead and survey some more systems. In fact, I haven't surveyed that. I have surveyed that. Right, so let's survey this, and then we'll queue it for the Cape of Ma. Cape of Ma, that doesn't sound very good. some of these sound pretty dangerous. Oh god. So we got even more people that we don't care about. Where are they? In the north. Okay. So again, we're coming into contact with more people than I would like, just because I do want to start some military action against the corrupted empire. But the longer I wait, again, the worse it's going to be. So I can't wait too long. So we have an option now. Do I upgrade this into a planetary administration, or do I wait for another colony ship? I am leaning towards the latter. But again, I guess I will find out very, very shortly what the best plan of action is. Over here, it seems like our military power is just lower than the recommended amount for taking on these spaceport organics. So let's go and focus our attention on something else. Perhaps, let's say, over here on the cognitive. Probably take on those alien vessels, no problem. And over here in Magnograd, again, we could upgrade this. Oh no, it costs 350. Might be worth it though. Well, we'll get that in a minute. For now, let's go ahead and make, again, a colony ship. Which actually costs 260. Ooh. Costs a little bit more, a little bit less than I thought. It's because our overlord, Olafir Alanovo, has a ruler trait, which does something. Not exactly sure, but we have, for some reason, reduced the cost of colony ships, and I don't see where. But whatever, I'm not going to question that. You can't question a gift horse, right? Something good like that, don't question it. So colony ship will be headed up very, very shortly, which is great news for us. And we're probably going to move our construction ship over here because a science ship is currently working on surveying the system, and there's probably going to be something there. In the interim, let's go ahead and make some more corvettes, right? Because that's the answer. When you have minerals and you don't know what to spend it on, corvettes are the answer. So yet some more corvettes. Great, great, great. Of course, that will increase our military capacity. Blah, 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 blah. We don't really care. And here goes our first fleet to Konget system. So we got some enemies. Yeah, it's because our construction ship's in transit. They're not gonna pose any problem with us. So we'll research it. We do have a chance of failure, 25% chance, but that's okay. We will risk it. So over here we can definitely take on this alien, which looks like a ball of light. It's okay. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. So in Terrascian, let's go and make yet another corvette. We want overwhelming military power. Okay, here we go. What does that do? Full map vision for the duration of the deal. No, don't want to do that. I've heard this is a bad idea because if they've basically surveyed any system, it takes away my ability, or it takes away your ability, rather, of being able to research anomalies. So never do that. If you can avoid it, just don't. So that being said, this science ship needs to survey some systems. Let's have him survey a system that is cleaned of enemies. This system being perhaps the custom system for the moment. Of course, we could, very well clean out some more of these systems to allow them more access, right? Whoa, adds an alien toy factory. Where's the Columbus ship? That's the Caldwell? This is the Columbus. So there is a toy factory now on the surface of this planet. What does the toy factory do, you might ask? It gives us, I believe, something. Well, it gives us lots of research. So they basically recommended that I, colonize this system, and I will eventually, just not at the moment. So now that our construction ship's here, we're going to go ahead and work on building some mining stations once we can, which will take a second. Whoa, okay, so the Republic has declared war on the Empire. Might be a good time for us to declare war on the Empire as well, kind of hop on this bandwagon, right? Because we don't want the Republic to take all of the territory. It'd be pretty bad. So let's see. Let's hit okay. They'll be busy, kind of focus on each other. It's a good time for us to strike. So let's go ahead and send our men back into Terrascian, where we're going to be building up our own kind of warlike fleet, right? That's the idea anyways. So they're at war. It's a good time for us to make a move. And yeah, build over there. So yeah, it's okay. That's alright. We don't really care. Yeah, good, good, good. So, with that being said, our fleet's going back. We've got an admiral. She's not really great, but she's decent. She'll work, right? And we're going to be making as many corvettes as possible before we declare war. At least that's the idea. Now, if there's a way for me to check the roster, I'm not sure if there is, but it might be useful. Maybe in the future. We actually don't have any armies to occupy systems. This might be a problem, in fact, but for the moment, whatever. We will deal with it as we get there. I certainly hope that the Republic is stronger. There's actually a way for us to check. Equivalent. Equivalent. These guys are equivalent. So let's let them fight a little bit. Let them duke about, and then we'll make a move, right? Because that's the idea. We want them to kind of throw themselves at each other, and then we will declare war. And, you know, that'll probably be the best way for us to go about this. We're still missing a lot of minerals, though, which is the problem. Oh well, it is what it is. But our military power will be pretty strong once we get another corvette up and running, which will be right now. One more corvettes, another Doolittle class. Very, very good. Let's go ahead and see now how our other planets are doing. They're doing alright. Again, we've got these guys I can upgrade into a planetary administration if I so chose to do so, which I will very, very soon, just not quite yet. And Terrascian is looking good as well. Okay, interesting. What it is. Again, taking these guys back over there. And the Columbus has finished researching the Gaping Maw. Let's have them research again something that doesn't have any enemies in it. Rixum. And the construction ship over here is done. Don't really think there's anything else that we can construct. So as always, if there's nothing for me to work on, we'll send him over just to relax. This time in the Solar System. Send the worker back and upgrade its fleet. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. So over here, we've got our ships. They're going to enter, again, orbit over here. We're going to meet up with the Procyon. This will work out quite well, in fact. Yeah, we don't care about the crystalline entities, that's fine. Alright, so our colony ship is up and running, which means that we are ready to colonize the Korgani system, which will give us, again, no minerals, but everything basically besides minerals. We need minerals so badly at this point that I might just colonize the system just for the minerals, but I'm not that desperate quite yet. So that being said, yes, we will be sending you to the Gaia planet. Cost some influence, again, no problem, we can afford it. We will set you up over here next to the dangerous wildlife as well, and Korgani Prime, yeah, good name as any else, or as any other, I should say. Taking the safe route to get there, that's totally fine. So I like even numbers, so we need 20 corvettes to make this an even number. Let's go ahead and make yet another corvette, and then be ready for war. At least almost ready for war, right? Whilst researching something new from physics. Let's do... Sentinel point defense. Huh. Oh no, it's epic. Usually you're supposed to take the epic technologies when you can, because you might not ever see them again. Let's do that. Again, 222 months though. Oh god. It's gonna take a long time. And, is it worth it? See, I just don't know. We need to increase our research. Yeah, we'll take it. And then we'll increase our research. Yeah, that's whatever, right? Can always change our minds later on. So, yeah, hostile guys, we don't care, whatever. But for who? For... Who's even in this? Oh, our construction ship. Yeah. So he's heading on the way home. Derp. I completely forgot. So we are almost ready to make a strike on our enemy, who is actually inferior to us now, which is fantastic. And we'll actually go ahead and make some armies too. Maybe if we have like 3 or 4 assault armies, it should be fine for the moment. Pushing these guys 2 together, of course. And remember, keep in mind the Republic and the Empire are currently at war with each other. Could be cool if we had some sort of alliance with each other, right? At least I think it would be. Their fleet power is pathetic compared to ours. Aha. Good to know. And they're at war. Very good. So in the next episode, we are really going to go to town with the Government Empire, because, you know, we're in a good position. We can at least take a few planets, and if we're lucky, perhaps we can even vassalize the Empire as it stands. That'd be very, very good news for us. We're working on some armies. Again, we don't have, like, a lot of armies, but a decent amount. We're going to recruit another one. And in fact, because we are a hegemonic, whatever we are, we're like a hegemonic union? Hegemonic something? What exactly are we? It's been so long since I had made this game. Yeah, despotic hegemony. We can do something. I don't remember what. But because we are a hegemon, we can... What the hell can we do? I think like an oversized something, right? Whatever. I don't even know. I thought we could make like an elite task force or something. Let's just double check really quick. Yeah, an elite guard army. Ooh. Wow, that looks really good. So let's make one of those. No worries. So before we end this particular episode, we're going to go and declare war on the Grafton Empire. Because we're ready for it. And I think we can do it, right? I mean, we're in a position where we can basically overpower them. So we're going to declare war on these rat bastards. And let's see. I like to vassalize them, but the problem is that if the Clothnor Republic vassalize them, I might be in for a very, very long war, which might be pretty bad. What shall we do? Right, so I'd like to vassalize them. Well, hold on. Is there a way for me to check to see what exactly they're doing here? Confederate colonies. Oh, so they're at war with multiple people, huh? Wow. So these guys are basically going to get screwed. Wow. Okay, so let's see. I can't see what their war goal is, though. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's make them... Let's vassalize them. Although, again, I don't want to go to... it's hard. Because I really don't want to be at war with both of these guys. So you know what we'll do? We'll cede all of their planets, right? Because if we select these as a war score, we can opt to take them into peace. And if I opt to vassalize them, it's just not going to work. So let's just do that. We will, yeah. What does invite attackers mean? What the hell does that mean? Means I can like invite them, I guess. The Empire. Alright, so yeah. I don't want to invite any attackers. Okay, so that's fine. And vassalize if we're gonna measure too. I know we can't do that. Alright. Well, you know what? Sometimes I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Can I get rid of that? Hello? What the hell? No, I don't want to do that anymore. Come on, man. Alright, there we go. Alright, so confirm. So we're at war now. While this enemy is at war with 2 other empires. So they're basically going to get screwed. Really badly. But that's great. So again, I hope this is going to leave you guys on a pretty nice cliffhanger as we make a march on the territory of Wolgan. In fact, I don't want to give you guys blue balls. Let's just double check to see what's going to be in Wolgan, right? We're sending out our men. Let's just see what's out there. And won't take you so long. Let's end this once and for all. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm hoping this will go pretty well for us. But again, you never know. So here we go. We're sending out our men into Wolgan. We're about to find out what's going to happen against these rat bastards. Or these ferret bastards. I don't really know what the hell they are. So here we go. Doesn't look like they have that much in the way of anything. They got a wormhole. Let's go and get rid of that as soon as we can. What the hell are our guys doing here? Pretty much nothing. Alright. Very cool. Alright, so there's nothing to attack here, which means that our armies are free to do as they please. Cool. So let's go ahead and bombard Rex Point, and we'll send our armies over there momentarily to wreak havoc on this planet. At least that's the idea, right? Speaking of which, we can recruit an elite guard army very soon, and we will. But here we go. Time to enter bombardment mode. Right here. Am I not bombarding this? I think I am. Yes, I am. Okay, perfect. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode where we continue our war with the Graknaporan Empire. Yeah, I say that 4 times fast. Graknaporan Empire. And with any help, with any luck, take these planets before our enemy, the Knaknar Republic, takes them, right? Because we're not going to vassalize them, but we will take, you know, a planet or two, including Rothnix Point, which is, well, sort of pretty crappy, but, you know, it is what it is. They've even enslaved their own people, so we're going to get along great with this species. So, stay tuned for episode 9. I hope to see you guys there. Take care.